Welcome back to another episode of the Truckin' Good Life. Today I'm going to show you the canopy I've been working on our Silverado. Check it out. Righto guys, so this is what I've been working on for the last, I'll be about a week now. So we're about to take it up to Townsville where it's going to get some canvas sides made for it. Just I've made sail track inserts all the way around so that we can make canvas sides with mozzie nets. So that's getting done today. As you can see, I'll lower the back and show you what's going on in here. So what I've made is I'm trying to maximize as much storage as I can in the back of this tub. So I ended up purchasing some 2 meter sliders from Townsville NQ Wheels and Casters up in Townsville, and they are 2 meters long. So that basically gives me the ability to pull this all the way out like that. It is good for 220 kilos, they told me. I will say one thing though, it does flex up once you get that far out. So it does pull the whole drawer right out, which is awesome. And allows me to get to my fridge and all my goodies all in here. And then also, yeah, gives me access to go in there. I've also made this shelf here removable, so I can just lift that shelf out and then basically put it back in if I need to. So I didn't want that to be fixed because I am going to put a 44-gallon drum of water up in the front there. So this needs to come out. The 44 needs to go in, move across and sit over there and be strapped in. So this was just going to be for additional storage, just for our chairs or any tubs. We've got a couple of plastic tubs we're going to put up there. As you can see, this is our part 1 video, so it's still not complete. So I've still got to get a latch for the dog cage door. So that's our dog cage door over there. I'll put this back away. This will be where the dogs sleep, up in here. I've mounted a fan there, and I've also got some insulation that's going to go up into the roof. So like it's got a sticky back insulation that'll stick all up into the roof. This will be the dog pen, and like I said, there'll be mozzie net and screens on the side plus canvas, so that way the dogs can't jump out. So they'll live up here. I'll put their mattress and a bit of fake grass up in here for them. They can sit their water bucket there, so they'll be their little home away from home. I'll show you another thing. I did actually go into ARB and I purchased this little hood scoop here. So this will just be for dust suppression, so I can keep that down when it's pissing down rain. And then if I like, I can pop it up, and then that way it just keeps the ventilation in there. So keeps the dust down inside, and also a bit of ventilation for the dogs. Up top, I've got 2 350 watt solar panels. They are eBay ones. I think I paid 250 bucks each for them. But I have noticed with Chinese or cheap solar panels, they put out good outputs. So to give you a comparison, or to give you an idea, I just had the ute forward a little bit there. You can see a little bit of sun, and the front sun just had a bit of, the front panel had a little bit of sun on it, and I was putting in 7.5 amps. I just saw it on the EnerDrive, so that's pretty impressive. So So I've got, yeah, 2 solar panels feeding the 100 amp hour lithium battery. So I'll pull this shelf out. This is how easy this shelf is to come out. You just lift it up, literally put it down. I'll jump back up and I'll show you in here. So up in here I've got my EnerDrive DC to DC charger, battery management. I've also just got a couple switches for, there'll be lights. What else am I going to put on here? Our Telstra, so we've got a Telstra phone booster we'll mount here. Once I pull it out of the van, there'll be power for that. Lights, Telstra booster and fan for the dogs. I've also just put dual USB ports in here. This is just sitting here, it just needs to be screwed in properly. This is what I was talking about. So these are my 2 solar panels in from the roof. At the moment I've got 2 feeding into the EnerDrive, which is then charging my 100 amp hour lithium. If I need some additional charge for the caravan, I can unplug these, or one, and then just run an extension lead from that over to my van. So ideally I can park the car in the sun. If the van's in the shade, and I can run 2 extension leads from here, Anderson plug extension leads over to the van, and I can juice up the van. So a bit of a handy little trick for you guys if you want to take that on board. Here I've just mounted like a bit of wire with a turnbuckle, and I'm going to have some little catenary clips here, and this will be just for the fridge slider. So as I pull the fridge out, there'll be a cable looped on here, just to give you the extra slack. So as I pull the drawer back, the cable will come with the fridge. Obviously when I push it back in, the cable will go back in. That way I just don't get the cable getting caught up in the corners of the slides, and I don't have to climb in here as much. Another little thing I did, I just found some old baskets on the farm. It was 1 basket. I ended up just cutting it in half and welding a little bit of flat bar to it. I still need to go and buy a little bit of black paint and tidy it all up, but they're just giving me a little bit of extra storage, as you can see down the side there, which is super handy. Basically, yeah, that's the catenary setup there for the fridge. That's the battery management we've got there at the moment. I've just put 2 little fluoros up in the roof. I don't believe I'll need any more. And up in the front corner, like I said, this will be where our 44 goes. So I'm just going to screw a bit of timber there so it has a flat base. We'll have a 44 gallon drum there, so we'll carry an extra 240 litres of water, which is going to be super handy when we're off grid, and in those remote little places where there's not a great deal of water. So I've just moved the car into the full sun out of the shed, and I just wanted to show you what these 2 350 watt panels are putting in. So if you can see, I'll jump around here. So at the moment we're putting in 15.5 amps. So that's 2 panels, 2 350 watts in pretty much full sun. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think our fridge draws 3.5 amps an hour. So we'll definitely be putting in. We won't be losing any battery, which is awesome. Anyway, so that's the inside of the Canopy. I've maximised every bit of storage that I can get. Yeah, it's pretty cool use of space, and I hope I've given you some ideas and a bit of inspiration for your Canopy. guys got a little bit out of that. It is just stage 1 at the moment, so I am taking it up to Townsville to get the canvas fitted. So I will do a part 2 video of the Canopy when it's completely decked out with all our gear, fridge, all our stuff that we're going to take on the road. So yeah, see you on a dusty track somewhere.